You ready?
On y va.
Hello everyone!
Hello everyone!
We're in Newtown Square for the next generation SAP Enterprise Architect Learning Forum, and I'm here with William El Kaim of
Yes,
BCG.
you did it well.
Now, you're doing a presentation tomorrow. You gave us
Yes.
a little taste of it already on how to use generative AI to augment the work of enterprise architects.
Exactly.
So give us an example. What can people do now?
So the idea is to say, you know, we are building a brain, and this brain is based on AI and all the knowledge that you have acquired across the years from all your architect work. So you have it in terms of documents, pictures, diagrams, etc. Sometimes you're also using an enterprise architecture tools like Linux, or you have Signavio. So we try to think about how can we leverage that and how can we propose an integrated and intelligent solution, so an AI agent that can reason and provide best answer, best advice based on the knowledge they have acquired, but also from what we put as the new architecture principle. So we build a tool, and so we try to look at, for example, what I'm doing now is I took the full information system of a client in terms of slides, and I put it in it and say, what do you think about that information system? And then you see it reasoning and providing some answer, sometimes very good, sometimes not so good, but at least I think there's sometimes interesting insights that were very strange, and that's why we're also doing it with multiple different LLM to get different point of view.
Different answer each time.
Different answer each time, different point of view, of course, and different also capability to analyze in terms of, automated reasoning. Some models are very good at doing it and they took 30 seconds.
Right.
Some will be very short and do it in 10 seconds, but you don't have the depth. So the depth and the breadth is something that we play.
So this conference is all about skills. So what are the kind of skills that people listening, enterprise architects, what do they need to look at, learn about in order to take advantage of this new brain that you're building?
Yes. What was hard for me is that as an enterprise architect, these are more the technology around the data-driven world. So everything around data engineering, machine learning, AI. So sometimes enterprise architects, we are not trained for that. So the first thing to do is to learn, to understand, and to define the stacks that are needed. So basically you have an AI stack, a data stack, and then you have all the API to manage. Once you understood that, then we looked at some patterns that exist. So when you build your agent, what do you want to do with your agent? Is it a workflow, predefined workflow? Do you want your agent to reason and think by itself? So we've tested multiple capabilities and we implemented that. And then
So you've been building different best practices.
Yes.
What works best?
One example, which is very basic, I'm sure that all the architects, they have maturity assessment. So API maturity assessment, whatever. And so instead of having an Excel spreadsheet when you ask question and you say yes, no, and then you have a scoring, then we build a small tool where you put all your questions and the system will ask you question, maybe less than an Excel, and he will do the ranking for you, because we also see people not being completely open and compliant on the scoring. So sometimes they put a false scoring. Anyway, so the scoring now is good. And then he's also able to provide some recommendation because he's keeping memory of the previous one and planification for improvement.
So it's clear we're just at the start of a revolution of all of these different technologies. We'll be able to do a lot more in the future. Where can they go to get more information?
Of course, you can go to my blog, El Kaim Medium, and if you have any question, you can contact me at BCG, of course, Platinion in Paris.
Thank you very much for your time.
My pleasure.